we are back straight away, so don't worry. We haven't done anything more or missed out on anything. We've just got a second part of the video. Welcome to the second part. The landing. The most difficult bit you've got. Especially with turbulence. I think I've got it set to medium, not normal, but still, turbulence is turbulence. I'm getting a little bit of eye strain, so this might be the last job I do on my main game because of eye strain. But it nets me 78 grand if I do everything right and I land properly. But I get docked for things like heavy landings and taking off on the wrong runway. I can't believe we found that runway just by following the yellow line. I knew it had to go somewhere, so yeah, my eyes are starting to get a little bit of a strain on them, so this will be the last flight we do in the main game until the update, but I needed money, I really did. I could have done it in 2D, but what's the point when you've got VR? It's just stunning. I was annoyed at first because the windmills weren't turning. And I thought, well, that's a bit cheap. Surely you could get the animation for that done without ruining anything. And then I realised I didn't have the licence for wind. So I wasn't even being buffeted about. But once I got the licence for wind, turbulence, the caution, I hope we got enough fuel. It said the fuel was fine. I had to tick by it. Alright, let's have another drop of tea. I have no idea where my fuel level, there it is. Fuel, oh, we're low. But we should make it to 20 miles. I should have put a bit more in because keep going off course and that, you know what I mean? That takes more time but I think we've got enough to land with. It's still on the green slightly. It's heading to the white. Once it hits the red, as long as we're like on our descent, we're alright. It's cool having a fan blow on my left hand side because it's like I've got a little bit of the window open and the wind's blowing in, you know what I mean? "19 miles out, 19 nautical miles. Still being buffeted by heavy winds. Cut the speed a little bit because it reduces fuel consumption. I think we're alright because it's still on the green mark. It's that low one there, fuel quantity, gallons. I've got about 20 gallons left, that should be enough. I love games, but I enjoy games, I really do, and sort of love them as well, but I'm in love with these games, flying and driving. because I've got a Thrustmaster T300 RS with upgraded pedals, so it don't matter whether it's an RS because the RS is with upgraded pedals, but I upgraded those ones, so the next best ones. And I've got a flight stick that I'm using, not a controller, you know what I mean? So it feels real. Even though this hasn't got a stick, it's got a yoke, it feels real. We got enough to land, plenty. Yeah, this is just my thing, it really is. 14. But the R's are beginning to go there, and that's because of the blurriness. In the beta it's beautiful, in here it's a bit blurry, to say the least. But once they update it, it might be the end of this month, it might be the beginning of next, I don't know. But once it's updated, I could do this for hours. Trying to light a cigarette with a band on is really hard. We can push it a little bit more now, we know we've got enough fuel. Two miles out. If you saw the last video, you saw the takeoff, and I didn't even do it with a taxi ribbon, I just followed the yellow line and it took me to the runway, amazingly. This is what virtual reality was built for, to virtually recreate reality. Get the plane down safe, get the cargo down safe, because some of it might be fragile and it might break on landing if I'm too heavy. That's why I get docked sometimes, but it should net us at least 50 grand, which should keep us ticking over a few days until I do this again. But I'll do it in 2D because VR at the moment is a bit blurry. And like I said, I've only got to wait a week or two for it to come onto this game, the beta. Set it with caution because the fuel's low. If it was bad, it'd say warning. Or it'd flick red, sorry, and say caution. But yellow's fine. Well, this is some turbulence that we've got. So we are going to have a landing that is not going to be the most fantastic one. Why has that now disappeared? Bloody hell. It better be because I'm close and the landing boxes are coming up after that third one. We're totally off the green now, we're in the white. So we're still clear, we've still got about 15 gallons, so we only need about 5 of them, I think. Air traffic control should have got in contact with me by now. Come on, where's my air traffic control? I mean, landing boxes, come on, please be on. Otherwise we're going to have to, I'm sure I put the landing boxes on. We'll have to check in the settings if it don't click after this last one. Because I can't see the airfield, I think. Oh god, no landing boxes. What the hell's gone wrong? Right path, taxi with me. It's got to come on under flight path, innit? Please. Otherwise this job's cocked up. I've got no tax. There we are, That's good.
Lima Foxtrot, Quebec, Alpha traffic. Cessna Golf Victor Kilo Whiskey Victor. 2 miles north.
I've contacted them.
Inbound to land. Runway 25. Lima Foxtrot, Quebec Alpha.
I see the runway, it's right underneath me. Now this is the difficult part. I'll slow her right down. It don't matter if you skip that one. I want that second one there. I want to line up with that one perfectly. So we can come in around. We didn't do a far enough arc, but it's alright. I don't think any of the boxes have slipped. I mean those boxes, not those ones. Why a grass strip? I thought I was a pavement landing pad. Oh, that's what I saw when I went over. It's like a grass landing strip. Use your brother now to get in. And we're getting terrible turbulence. I say it. Come on, baby, get me down. Oh, crap. I should have dropped to 85 before putting the flaps down. And again, but I need them because I'm not at a good speed. Oh well, baby, let me get down perfectly. Alright, we got that. Where's my taxi ribbon? Is it behind me? No, I haven't got a taxi ribbon. Alright, we'll come off here. And we'll see if we can get to there from here. Where's it gone? The whole, there we are, there's my taxi. I was perfect. Oh, I forgot to announce. Damn it. Alright, we get docked, but I think I should have about 65 grand from this job. Which is enough to take me over and stop me going out of business. I'm glad the flight's over because my eyes are hurting now, they're strained. I'm going to get an headache. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get an headache. So I'll have to sit in the dark for a bit with my eyes closed. But we got down, and that's the main thing. And I don't think we damaged any cargo because we landed at the right speed. We just landed a little bit off wheel. And I should have way enough to cover the little bits of damage and the maintenance I need to do to my plane. But that was enjoyable. Last 15 minutes were hard on my eyes, but that was enjoyable. That's my first full job in VR. Like first full cargo job. I did a job for flight seeing in the beta. How do I shut the engine though? Crap. Oh, I gotta shut the engine down to finish the job. Oh, come on. No. Ah. Oh, right. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I'm so happy. That's why you need all these things on airline procedures. Like I said, I wasn't in the right box or anything, but 90% for cargo and 98% for respect condition of aircraft. I'm happy with a B, because that gives me good money. Alright, we got 103 for that. Right, well that's it for that. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.